Good morning, dear student. I'm your English teacher, and today we are going to start the 7th chapter. Yesterday, I explained to you the address. Well, you knew my mother. Now I asked, where you knew my mother? I asked, have you come back? Now she asked to me, have you come back? Said the woman. She asked me. I thought that no one had come back. Now she asked me that it was a very dangerous war, and how it is possible you have come back from that war. Only me. I said only me. I saved myself from that war. A door opened and closed in the passage behind her. A musty smell emerged. I regret I cannot do anything for you. I have come here especially on the train. She informed. I informed to her. I have come here by the train. I wanted to talk to you for a moment. I want to talk with you for a moment. I said. Who said? Narrator girl. It is not convenient for me now. Now she said it is not convenient time for me. You come later. I can't see you another time. You come another time. She nodded and cautiously closed the door, and suddenly she closed the door as though no one inside the house should be disturbed. She was responding just like that. She is disturbing to other. I stood where I was on the step. I was standing over there on the step. The curtain in front of the bay window moved. Someone stared at me. I just realized that someone was looking at me in the window. I would then have asked what I wanted. Oh, nothing. The woman would have said it was nothing. I looked at the nameplate again. Now I have come forward and come out the house. I just saw the nameplate again, Mrs. Darling. It is said in black letters on white enamel, and on the jam a bit higher the number 46. Number 46 is written over the number plate. As I walked slowly back to the station, I went to the station. I thought about my mother. Now I was realizing I was missing my mother memories, who had given me the address years ago. Now I was thinking about a year ago my mother gave me this address. It had been in the first half of the war. I was home for a few days, and it struck me immediately that something other about the rooms had changed. I missed various things. Now when I came back to my home, so I just realized so many things was missing from my home. My mother was surprised. I should have noticed so quickly. So when I came to my home, I just asked to my mother, so many things were there. I think it is missing. So my mother was surprised. How could I just find all this? I have noticed so quickly. Then she told me about Mrs. Darling. Now she started to tell me about Mrs. Darling. She has taken all those things. Darling, I had never heard of her, but apparently she was an old acquaintance of my mother. Now she told me about Mrs. Darling. She was the old acquaintance of her mother, whom she had not seen for years. She had suddenly turned up and renewed their contacts. Since then she had come regularly. Every time she leaves here, she takes something home with her, said my mother. She took all the table silver. Now my mother is informing me that how many things she has taken. Who has taken? Mrs. Darling. She has taken. And then antique plates that hung there. Now she's thinking that so many antique plates were there, and she has taken all that. She had trouble lugging those large vases, and I'm worried she got a crick in her back from the crockery. All the crockeries she has taken. My mother shook her head pityingly. I would never have dared ask her. She suggested it to me herself. She even insisted She wanted to save all my nice thing. Now I just asked to my mother, mother, why you have given all those all those precious things to her? To her means to Mrs. Darling. So now my mother said she wanted to save all my nice things because she wanted to save all my things. So that's why I gave all the things. If we have to live here, we shall lose everything. If we will leave here this house, so we will miss all those things. So I just gave all the things to Mrs. Dolly. So that's why she will save my belongings. She says, have you agreed with her that she should keep everything? And now I just ask, are you sure she will keep safe all the things? I ask. As if that is necessary, my mother cried. Now she shouts at me. I would simply be on the insult to talk like that. And think about the risk she is running each time she goes out of door with a full suitcase or bag. Mostly she was going with a suitcase, and she filled all the things in that suitcase. My mother seemed to notice that I was not entirely convinced. She looked at me reprovingly, and after that we spoke no more about it. And after that I did not ask anything to my mother. Okay, my dear, we shall continue this story tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Have an amazing day.